Stop number 32 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series. That's next to the last race of the season. Brings us to Phoenix International Raceway in Phoenix, Arizona, as we are set for 47 laps of racing in the Subway 500 as 40 cars are set to go racing here today. And here's your starting lineup for today's race here. As the championship battle is coming down to the wire. 73.7 in the front, 2 cars in the points chase. So here's the starting lineup. On the pole, it is number 38, Laura Chung. It's her first pole, I believe, this season. Number 38, M&M's Ford. She's alongside number 20, Joshua Osborne, who won at Darlington this season in the number 20 Home Depot Pontiac. Second row has number 43, Mike Becker, who won the second race at Richmond. He's alongside the number 4 car, William Brock, 3-time winner season so far, including the Brickyard 400. Third row has the pair of Buckeyes here, Kyle Matthews, number 42. Still yet to win a race this season, but this is one of his best tracks, as a matter of fact, too. He's won here a couple times. He's alongside car number 99, Levi McIntyre, who won the second stop at Dover this season. Going to row number 4, it's car number 17, Jessica Shelton, the 4th-time winner this season so far in the DeWalt Tools Ford. She's flanked by car number 5, Seth Cole, second place in the points coming in this race there. And Seth would make it a big points harvest before going into the finale at Atlanta, which happens to be next on the tour. Next row down has number 2, Dylan Young, and number 97, Jesse Turner. Turner's won twice this season. Young's won 3 times. Going to row number 6, it's car number 88, Keith Batson, the winner of the first Talladega race, and he'll be alongside number 10, Matt McIntyre, also like Kyle Matthews, still yet to win the season. Next row down has car number 16, John Andrews, and number 55, Quentin Moore. Quentin won the second Talladega race this season. Next row down has James Sykes, 31, and number 11, Cement Oscon, a good qualifying run for the number 11 team. Next row down is number 6, Ryan George, and 71, Gabby Conklin. Next row down has number 18, Nathan Orman. Orman winner twice this season. He's alongside 4-time winner this season, Dylan Poteet, who leads the points coming in this race. He starts 20th in today's race. Seth, as you saw, starts 8th. So Dylan's we're going to see him make his way through the field. Next row down has number 40, Phil Parker, and number 32, that is Zachary Fitzwater, who won the second race at Martinsville this season. Next row down has car number 28, Kat Batson, the Texaco Haviland Ford, and number 15, Allison Rain. Next row down has number 12, Zach Winkle, and 33, Daniel Bouchard, has won the last 2 races, going for 3 in a row in the Oakland Home Chevrolet. Next row down is number 7, Alexander Rowe, and number 26, Trent Dunham. Next row down has number 24, Charles Sanford, twice the winner of the season, and he's alongside Roberto Crown Jr. in 21. Next row down is number 45, Christian Vargas, and number 45, Sprint PCS Dodge, and the Watkins Glen winner, Cole Deaver, in the GM Goodrich Chevrolet, car number 3. Next row down is number 25, James Henry, and number 19, that is Ryan Brommer. Then it's Paul Minnick in 48, 44, Tito McIntyre, Tito McCoy sitting alongside, not Tito McIntyre. That's Matt McIntyre, by the way. But Tito McCoy is the one driving number 44, and he's alongside Paul Minnick. Next row down is number 41, Wes McCoy, and number 1, Clint Buchanan. Starting shotgun in the field will be car number 8, Amanda Evans, and number 29, Ryan Butcher. And Ryan Butcher, by the way, the leading candidate for Rookie of the Year this season. And we got that battle going on as well for Rookie of the Year standings as well, too. So should be interesting to see how that ends up. So that will do it here. So that will do it for the starting lineup here. And we mentioned 73.7 in the front 2 cars here of the leader, Dylan Poteet, and second place runner, Seth Cole, in the points chase. Poteet's won 4 times this season. Seth has only won once this season. That came way back in the 3rd race of the year at Richmond. So Seth would definitely like to get a win here to try to boost her up a little bit in this race here. And realistically, about 3 or 4 drivers still have a shot at the championship, though, coming into this race at Phoenix here. So it should be interesting to see how everything shakes out after the 47 laps are completed. Plus, also, Dylan Poteet does have the possibility of leaving here clinching the championship, because if he leads by 143 points or more over Seth Cole or anybody else, then he'll be the champ going into Atlanta.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
That's the way to get a race going. And by the way, it's ladies and gentlemen, because we have a girl on the pole for this race here today. So it's a pace car leads the field around for the pace up, but we're going to start the race right after this. You saw the pace car already coming on pit road here. This is where the start-finish line used to be at Phoenix here, but the start-finish line is coming off of what used to be turn number 2. And it's now turns 3 and 4 here at Phoenix, Arizona. And we've been using this version since season 23 in the series. As they come out the 4th corner, green flag flies, the Subway 500 is underway! Third turns number 1 and 2, Laura Chung pulling out in front here. Second place, Mike Becker, and battle for third between Joshua Osborne and Kyle Matthews as they go to turn number 3 now. 3 wide racing here between now. Jessica Shelton making her way through the field here as they come off the 4th turn. Across start finish line they come here, and they have a tendency to scatter out quite a bit here at Phoenix. And Seth Cole moves to the low side here. Now tries to follow through the inside lane here. Keith Batson and Levi McIntyre also in this mix as well too. And Seth now gets pushed to the track by the 10 car of Matt McIntyre as they come off the 4th turn now. And Mike Becker closing up on Laura Chung for the top spot here for the lead here at Phoenix as they go into turn number 1. Becker's won a race this season so far. That came in the second race at Richmond when he won that race. And now we got problems on turn number 2. Here, Cement Oscon's around. Number 11, number 12 car, I should say, Roberto Crown Jr. 7 car of Alexander Rose. And the points leader! The points leader, Dylan Poteet, has crashed! And I see damage on the number 22 Caterpillar Dodge. Oh my gosh. Now all Seth Cole has to do is to finish well in this race, and he possibly could take the points lead coming into Atlanta. That is if this crash knocks Poteet out of this race, which I doubt it does, but we've seen guys get knocked out for worse. Well, let's cause this caution number 1 to fly on lap number 3 of this race here. And oh my gosh, we got a group going 4 wide, we got a group going 5 wide, and you don't do 5 wide at Phoenix. And Gabby Conklin got into Allison Rain, which sends Allison right into both Cement Oscon and the 7 car of Alexander Rowe. And here comes Poteet right in the Alexander Rowe's car. Nowhere to go for that number 22 team. Into the wall he goes, the inside wall. Roberto Crown Jr. in the 12 and 21 car. Also involved in the 12 car of Zach Winkle gets involved. Charles Sanford got a piece of it, as did the 71 car, Gabby Conklin. And Allison Rain, I thought was going to be in a direction to plow into the 12 car, but that was not the case. And we had an in-car camera in Dylan Poteet's car here. He was one of our 3 cameras in today's race, along with Seth Cole and Jessica Shelton. And here's how it looked like from Dylan's point of view. And Poteet is still in this race. He is 39th position right now. He will not finish dead last. Well, I kind of think that there's no cars out of this race here. 7 car of Alexander Rowe is the one that's going to be dead last as of right now in this race here, but no cars are out of the race yet. So good news so far for the 22 team. The crash did not knock him out, and they'll still make a go of it possibly here. Because we even say this in the first of the season, every point counts at every race you go. And sometimes you can look back at the second race of the season or the next to the last race of the season, and sometimes you can look at it and say that's where the championship was either won or lost in the race here. So Laura Chung is your leader on lap number 6. We'll be back with the green right after this. Back at Phoenix International Raceway in the Subway 500 as we're about to get set for green flag racing. It'll be on lap number 8, I should say, when this race goes green again. Laura Chung is your leader. Second is Mike Becker. Third, Kyle Matthews. Fourth position is William Brock, matching his car number. Levi McIntyre's in fifth position. Jessica Shelton is sixth. Seventh is Dylan Young. Eighth is Joshua Osborne. Keith Batson is ninth, and Jesse Turner is 10th. Green flag flies back on away, lap number 8 here at Phoenix, and they're averaging so far just a little over 78 miles an hour. But then again, this race is young at this point. Kyle Matthews all over the back bumper of the 43 car. That's for second place here. And 3 wide. Whoa! Osborne just about dumped Shelton coming off the corner. Zachary Fitzwater made a unscheduled pit stop, but oh, that was close between the 20 and the 17 cars. And Joshua and Jess, they've had a little bit of history together too in our competition as well too, mainly in the NRSL Universal Cup Series when Osborne dumped Shelton coming off the third corner at Indianapolis in that race. That Universal Series, that's Dylan Young's series, by the way. But that's what happened between those two cars. But that was what happened. But they come off the second corner now, and looking a little bit further back, still looking at Seth Cole on the 5 car. He may be in for a good points harvest here, possibly at Phoenix, and he'll need it too. Right now, running in 11th position right now, and trying to get by Matt McIntyre and Keith Batson. And now Levi McIntyre now starts to pick on Shelton a little bit through coming out the turn now. McIntyre running in 7th position. Shelton is in 6th. And Jess holds off Levi for the time being right now as they come off the last corner, and now into turn number 1 again. Quentin Moore now at the 9th position. John Andrews is in 10th position. Matt McIntyre's running in 11th. Keith Batson 12th. Battle for 13th going on between James Sykes and Seth Cole now, as Sykes has 13th and Seth has 4th. Trying to take 13th away from him. Seth clocked 14th the last time by, but here they come into turn number 1. And Phil Parker's going to push the 5 car just up ahead of the 31 car. Jesse Turner and Kat Batson running side by side with each other right now, and the 48 car and the 6 car going at it now. The Paul Minnick and Ryan George. They didn't entirely skunk him this season. Ryan George won the Pepsi 400 at Daytona this season, driving for Kev Shearer. That number 6 car, by the way, will have Valvoline next season as a sponsor of that machine. Off the corner they come here, and now John Andrews moves inside of Levi McIntyre. As Levi got bumped on the track and lost a couple of spots here. Lost a spot to not only John Andrews, but also to Quentin Moore and Joshua Osborne. And now here comes Jessica Shelton coming on with a beat on Dylan Young in that number 2 car. As we jump on board with Jessica Shelton in number 17. Shelton with 4 wins this season, including the Daytona 500 earlier this season, the first race of the season. And she'll move to the inside. That's for 5th position. By the way, she's looking on for Young. Meantime, William Brock trying to get by Kyle Matthews for 3rd spot. Up ahead of those 2. So top 6 cars running right there together right here, all being led by Laura Chung at number 30. She is 8th in the points getting the seat in this race here today, by the way, too. And actually, correct that. I think Laura's 9th in the points coming in this race, and Shelton's the one running 8th in the points coming in this race here, too. So there you have it with that here, and now Mike Becker still trying to make a pass on that 38 car, however, though. So Becker's not letting Chung get too far ahead, by the way, too. He is keeping that M&M's car in sight. As of right now, Seth Cole runs in 12th position, and Dylan Poteet right now runs 37th. So I tell you what, though, they finish this way, or if Seth even improves on that position, we're going to have a points championship battle going into Atlanta like you would not believe. Probably. Going by this lap car of Alexander Rowe, the 7 machine. He was one of the cars involved in that wreck way back in the first of the race, way back in the 3rd lap of the race. And Mike Becker using every method he can to try to close up on Laura Chung right now. He's got Kyle Matthews behind him now in the 42 car. Matthews trying to take position away here, and there's the 4 car of William Brock, as he's trying to help Kyle as well too. And Kyle in fact moves inside of Becker now looking for position. He closes up a bit. There gets a run off the 4th corner here. A pair of Dodges side by side in that 42 car. That 42 Haviland car will be in existence next season, by the way. Well, I'm not going to tell you as what, because I'm keeping actually the next mod a surprise, by the way. Becker and Matthews now side by side. That's for 2nd place here, and here comes William Brock now trying to move to the inside. He's got the draft off the 43 car of Becker. Well, did have the draft off of Becker in the 43 car, and now Matthews gets by. And that's 2nd place. He just took right there, and whoa! Becker just cut slant in front of the 4 car and was about to the front nose of that 4 machine of William Brock. And by the way, Brock is in a battle for the top 10 in the points chase, so this is going to help him as well too, as far as battle for the top 10 in the points standings. But so far, caution free after the restart here. Restart happened on the 8th lap of this race, and we are now about to have 23 laps in the books, and we're just about halfway home. There, 24 is the halfway point of this race. And whoa, Shelton all over the back of that 43 car. Becker is sliding backwards now in that Cheerios Dodge. And he's about to have more company in there, and he's about to have a mirror full of orange now, and Joshua Osborne in that number 20 machine. So it happens in the turn number 1, turn number 3, I should say. That used to be turn 1 at Phoenix. Shelton and Becker sit side by side here, and Shelton takes position away. That's for 4th position. And now she's going to have Osborne behind her right there, and Joshua trying to take 5th position away from Becker. So yeah, Becker is sliding backwards big time. He's now dropped from 2nd to 5th right now, but here they come into turn number 3. Osborne trying to move to the inside here, and that 20 car all over that back bumper now. So that's 4th, 5th, and 6th on your screen right there. Quentin Moore's in 7th position. 8th is Dylan Young. 9th is John Andrews. And Matt McIntyre matches his car number, running in 10th position right now. And there's your top 2 cars. Here, can Laura Chung pull off an upset here today? We'll see. Kyle Matthews, though, hoping to keep that from happening. Either way, it'll be the 18th different winner this season. Either way, because Laura's not won in her career in this series, and Kyle's not yet won this season. So either way, it'll be the 18th different winner in the Castrol GTX Cup Series for season 31. Should the 38 or 42 pull it off. And Brock moves up the high side, trying to find a lane to close up on the 42 machine. Check out some more battles on the track here. There's one. That's Keith Batson and Jesse Turner for 11th place. And meantime, Seth Cole and Levi McIntyre battling out there. That's 13th and 14th on your screen here. Seth has 13th, Levi running 14th right now. Rear bumper cam from Seth Cole's machine. Looking right at the front of that Office Depot Ford Fusion of Levi McIntyre. him down the front stretch here at Phoenix. Now Seth moves inside of Jesse Turner for 12th place there. He's trying to go for it, and he looks like he may have it there. Come out that fourth corner, off the second corner. So Turner's got a strong car on the outside. He's gonna make a pass here, or keep position, I should say, for the time being as they come out the fourth turn here. Dylan Young running in 8th position right now. Quentin Moore in 6th position. There you see him right there. Jessica Shelton has dropped all the way down to 7th. And there you see Laura Chung way down the inside of the racetrack trying to lap both Dylan Poteet and Allison Rain. And Poteet trying to gain a spot on that 15 car. Let's see what happens in the turn one. And that's let Laura Chung held Laura Chung up here. And here comes William Brock. And he's going to take the lead from Laura. Maybe, possibly, they're going to be out of turn number 3. And Matthews hooks the 38 and turns her around! And Seth Cole crashed! Seth Cole has crashed! That was number 2 in the points right there, and both the top 2 has been taken out! Actually, I shouldn't say that because the top 2 has not been taken out. Dylan Poteet's still running. And what a godsend this was for Dylan Poteet now. And William Brock is going to be the leader of this race here. But, oh, that was disaster for Seth Cole. He was right where he was where he needed to be. And all of a sudden, everything went to heck after that for him. Caution number 2 flying. Here's how it happened here. There were 3 wide here. William Brock just took the lead from Laura Chung. Kyle Matthews trying to find a way to see if he hooks the 15 car. Matthews did and sends the 15 into the 38. Sends the 38 around. And poor Laura Chung, who dominated the race, looked like she might have had a shot at pulling it off. Lap traffic held her up. This happens to her, and this happens to Seth Cole. Oh, my God. And Levi McIntyre was number 5 in the points. He got involved as well, too. James Sykes was involved. And look at upside down goes the 38 car of Chung. And everybody else is going to get involved possibly, too. Phil Parker got involved. Kat Batson got involved. James Sykes got involved. I thought Deaver and Orman might have got involved possibly, but that might have just been that looks like that may have just for Seth Cole that's gonna be what might have been for him. On board with Seth, this is not the sound he wanted to hear at this point of the race. This happening with 16 laps remaining. He thought he was gonna get. Well, remember Seth always says never lift? Well, that just killed him right there. That's what happens when never lift never work. That's what happens when never lift does not work. And unfortunately for Seth, that never lift philosophy just knocked him right out of the race. He's going to be dead last in today's event. Laura Chung is going to be 39th. Levi McIntyre 30th. That's going to knock the 99 out of any shot he had of the championship. Possibly. James Sykes is 37th. 36th, Phil Parker 35th. Kat Batson 34th. Amanda Evanson 33rd. Ryan George. And the last car running in the race right now is Alexander Rowe in 32nd position. He's a lap down, as is also Allison Rain, Zachary Fitzwater, and the 41 car of Wes McCoy. Dylan Poteet, by the way, did get back on the lead lap. He is 30. He is now 28th in this race. And we often talk about how things can change here in any given race, and you just saw it right there. But as of right now, it's William Brock who now has the top spot at this point, averaging 113.165 after 35 laps in this race. Pace cars are going to duck off on the pit road. They're going to have 11 laps remaining when this race restarts. Kyle Matthews is second. Third is William Brock. Fourth is Joshua Osborne. Fifth is Quentin Moore. Jessica Shelton is in sixth position. Seventh is Dylan Young. Eighth position is John Andrews. Ninth is Matt McIntyre, and 10th is Keith Badson. That's how they're going to run. That's how they run at this juncture of the race here. Fastest lap of the race so far is Dylan Young at 149.695 miles per hour. Green flag back out. Lap number 37. Field's starting to get strewn out just a little bit there from third on back here as Wes McCoy tries to get by the 32 car Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzwater running 30th and McCoy 31st. So that battle is for position, by the way. Jessica Shelton trying to separate those two as she tries to move her way up to the field. She gets by Osborne now in the 20 car. And that puts Shelton up into fourth position, maybe third possibly. She can get by Mike Becker. Look at that 17 car go. She can only see third position, but she can also see second and first as well. Trying to get by the 43 car, she's right on board with Jessica Shelton. Becker, he moves the inside of Fitzwater as he tries to move his way through the field. Matthews getting miles all over the back bumper of that 4 car of William Brock, or trying to come up with the back bumper, I should say, of the 4 car. Matthews has not yet won. I'm sure he's getting tired of hearing that this season because he wants to win a race before the season's over. And he is closing up too. It was 2300 for a second the last time by between the 4 and the 42. So it is this time by. It is now 1800s, and Mike Becker has just been clear of that 32 car of Zachary Fitzwater, so he might close up in 2 and may make it a 3-car race for the win. See what the last piece are this time by here between the 4 and the 42 here. Matthews has been drove it hard in turn 3 the last time by. Not as hard this time by, though. And Becky lost a little bit of ground that time. Brock at 146.707. Matthews at 146.365. And Mike Becker actually was faster than both of them. And Fitzwater just about got turned by Jessica Shelton. And she is getting tired of falling at 32 cars and losing ground. William Brock looking for his 4th win of the season if he holds on to win this race here. 114.108 the average so far here, but Matthews is not giving up here at 42 car. They go through turns number 3 and 4 now. 4 laps to go for the Kodak Max Chevrolet. William Brock just has a faster car at this point right now than the number 4 team, so he may have a shot of holding off the 42 car, barring any problems out of that number 4 machine. But Matthews does not give up, as I mentioned here, and well, he's dropping big time. He's now 4,700 of a second that time by. Between the 4 and the 42. In fact, the 42 cars is now dropped into the clutches of the 43 of Mike Becker. Two laps to go. William Brock in car number 4 out in front though. He has just took the lead and has never looked back at this ever since. They're driving off into turn number 3. There'll be the white flag this time by 1 lap to go for the Kodak Max Chevrolet of William Brock. He has won 3 times this season, including the Brickyard 400. And is looking to become the second driver to win 4 times, joining Dylan Poteet and Jessica Shelton on that list. Off turn number 2 they come here. Brock has got 2 more turns left to go. Matthews trying to close. It's not going to happen for the 42 car again this season, but it happens again for the number 4 car. William Brock wins the Subway 500 at Phoenix. William Brock with a breakout season has the 4 car has snatched 4 wins this season for that number 4 Kodak team. A lot of 4s here, if you want to, there, I guess you could say. But Kyle Matthews again, so close he comes home second. Third will go to Mike Becker. Fourth will go to Jessica Shelton. Fifth to Quentin Moore. Sixth to Dylan Young. Seventh position will go to Joshua Osborne. Keith Batson 8th. John Andrews 9th. And Cole Deaver ends up with a 10th place finish, averaging 116.811 miles an hour. So 32 races are down, and 1 race remains. That would be at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Napa Auto Parts 500, and the points will be distributed at the end of this event, at the end of this video, I should say. Oh, what a battle we're gonna have at Atlanta, possibly. Trent Dunham comes from an 11th position. A good day for the 26th team here. Jesse Turner 27th. Jesse Turner was 12th. Matt McIntyre 13th. Daniel Bouchard not quite 3 in a row in the season though, but he does have but comes up with a decent 14th place finish. Nathan Orman 15th. James Henry 16th. 17th Ryan Brommer. 18th Charles Sanford. 19th Tito McCoy, and Cement Oscon recovers from a spin earlier in the race, and he ends up finishing 20th. 21st will go to Paul Minnick, Roberto Crown Jr. 22nd, Ryan Butcher 23rd, Christian Vargas 24th, then it's Gabby Conklin 25th, Zach Winkle 26th, Dylan Poteet. Day could have been worse for him because he ends up finishing 27th though, and had Seth Cole not have wrecked though, he would have lost a lot of points at this event. He would have lost a lot of points. But Poteet ends up 27th, and he'll still gain points on Seth Cole, pat his lead over him. Zachary Fitzwater, Weston McCoy, Allison Rain, and Alexander Rose, the remaining finishing order. They ended up finishing 28, 29, 30, and 31st. So 31 cars finished this race, and 27 of them on the lead lap. Poteet was the last car to finish on the lead lap in 27th. Cars out of the race here. Clint Buchanan had a valve failure late in the race, and that knocked him out of the race into the 32nd. Ryan George, 33rd. 34th, Amanda Evans, 35th. Kat Batson, 36th. Phil Parker, 37th. James Sykes. Levi McIntyre, not the day he wanted, finishing 38th. Laura Chung, 39th. And Seth Cole was up near the top 10, crashed out when Laura Chung got hooked and turned out of the lead. And what could have been a possible top 10 ends up with a dead last finish for the 5 team. Oh, Seth is going to be beside himself, I would imagine. But so that's going to make Atlanta very, very interesting coming into the Napa Auto Parts 500, the last race of the season. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got in our online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, the main series on his channel, and also the excuse me. And if you want in on next season, on any of Seth's future seasons, then be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. Also be sure to check out our other 2 channels that does NNSCRA offline. That's channels X86753985AX and channel Thrash Maniac 99. Those are the channels that does our other 2 NNSCRA offline series. The NNSCRA channel X86753985AX is the channel that does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series, and Thrash Maniac 99 is the channel that does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. So be sure to check out those 2 channels for some cool stuff, and keep up on their seasons as well too. And also subscribe to this channel to keep up on the Duracell Cup Series as Seth Cole runs. So that will do it here today at Phoenix. Oh boy. As I can say, what a wacky event this was here. That'll do it here today at Phoenix. For now, this is James Qualls, the production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at the season finale of the Napa Auto Parts 500 from Atlanta.
if you have any ignition problems.